Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled at the edge of a dense forest, there lived a sweet little girl named Red. She was known for the vibrant crimson-hooded cloak she wore, a gift from her dear grandmother. Red's grandmother, a wise and gentle soul, resided in a cozy cottage deep within the woods. One sunny morning, Little Red Riding Hood's mother called her into the kitchen. "Red," she said, "your grandmother isn't feeling well. I want you to take this basket of freshly baked bread, butter, and a pot of honey to her. Be careful and don't stray from the path." Red nodded, her eyes wide with excitement. She loved visiting Grandma, especially when the forest was in full bloom. The sun filtered through the leaves, dappling the ground with golden light. Birds sang melodious tunes, and the air smelled of pine and earth. As Red skipped along the winding trail, she noticed wildflowers, violets, daisies, and forget-me-nots peeking out from the underbrush. The forest seemed magical, and Red felt as if she were part of an ancient tale. But little did she know that danger lurked nearby. A cunning wolf, its eyes gleaming like polished stones, had been watching her. The wolf hungered for a taste of Grandma's tender flesh and devised a wicked plan. "Good morning, little girl," the wolf said, stepping out from behind a gnarled oak tree, its voice very smooth, almost hypnotic. "Where are you off to?" Red hesitated, but remembered her mother's warning. "I'm visiting my grandmother," she replied politely. "She lives beyond the forest, in the small cottage." The wolf's lips curled into a sinister smile. "Ah, your dear grandmother," it purred. "Such a lovely lady. But tell me, Red, why take the long path? The shortcut lies through those thick bushes." It pointed toward a narrow trail that disappeared into the shadows. Red hesitated again. The wolf's suggestion seemed tempting, but something tugged at her heart. "No, thank you," she said firmly. "I'll stick to the main path." The wolf's eyes narrowed, but it nodded. "Very well, little one. Safe travels." As Red continued, the forest grew darker. The trees leaned in, whispering secrets. She reached Grandma's cottage, its chimney puffing smoke. But when she entered, she found the room eerily quiet. The bed was rumpled, and the curtains fluttered in the breeze. And there, lying in the bed, was the wolf, its ears poking out from Grandma's nightcap, its eyes wide and hungry. It had swallowed Grandma whole, leaving only her spectacles on the pillow. Red's heart raced. She stepped back, her mind racing. "Grandma," she said, "what big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with, my dear," the wolf replied, its voice a gravelly growl. "And Grandma," Red continued, "what big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with, my sweet child." "But Grandma," Red persisted, "what big teeth you have." The wolf grinned, revealing sharp fangs. "All the better to eat you with." But Red was no ordinary girl. She had inherited her grandmother's wisdom. She feigned innocence, saying, "Grandma, I need to use the outhouse. I'll be right back." The wolf, greedy and impatient, agreed. Red slipped out, sprinting to the woodcutter's cabin nearby. She explained the situation, and the woodcutter grabbed his axe. Together they burst into Grandma's cottage. The wolf lunged, but the woodcutter swung his axe, splitting the beast open. Out tumbled Grandma, unharmed but shaken. From that day on, Red wore her crimson hood with pride. She knew that courage and cleverness could triumph over even the wildest of creatures, and the forest, once menacing, became a place of wonder and adventure. And so, dear listener, whenever you walk through a sun-dappled glade or hear the rustle of leaves, remember the tale of Little Red Riding Hood, a story of bravery, deception, and the enduring bond between grandmothers and their red-hooded granddaughters.